Well, hello, everybody. We wrap up the work week. Friday, July the 26th of 2024. I'm Mike Smith, along with Aaron Glandon, here on Litter Media Live. And I guess this is the last Friday in July. That's right.
Yeah.
I think August 1st is next Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
So this is the last Friday in the month of July.
July went quick.
Where did June go?
I don't know.
I know a couple of Junes, or did. But, yeah, that's where we are. We're motoring along here, still in summer. You know, a lot of times people look at the Labor Day weekend as the end of summer, even though the season goes through late September. For me and my family, the end of July always seemed to be the end of summer because Laura's volleyball season starts in August. The county fair for us at the radio station always started in August, and then right after that, you were into football season. So kind of like in our family, end of July is the end of summer.
I suppose.
It's put your nose to the grindstone after that. Let's look at the weather for today and the weekend. Sunshine for today, Friday, with a high of 86. Looking at sunny, hot, and more humid for the weekend with highs both days around 90. Not seeing much of a chance of rain for the weekend, but it looks like into next week is where we could see our next round of showers. That's what the weather looks like. Let's take a look at the news topics coming up here in just a few minutes, along with sports. And this date in history, we're going to take you back in the Wayback Machine to 1908. All that ahead on Litter Media Live. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 253-8389 for a free quote. Carl will get you squared up with one of these big orange dumpsters to help with that cleanup project around your property. Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Well, if you've not checked out our website, the URL is still the same, littermedia.com. The format changed here about a month ago. Get you caught up on area news, sports, state news, weather. It's got it all at littermedia.com. And Aaron, you were in Piketon yesterday, so take her away.
I spoke with Joy Bauman and some members of the Pike County Junior Fair Board yesterday about all the things going on at the Pike County Fair. And Braden Green tells us a little bit about the school bus demolition derby that's going on Tuesday night.
Some of our senior fair board had went up to Washington Courthouse to their fair. And they do a school bus derby, and they have like their county schools, and they all like make a bus, and then they have actual like derby drivers drive the buses. So we thought it'd be a good idea to have our county schools decorate a bus up for the derby, and then have the school bus drivers from those schools drive the buses. And it's a good way for all the kids from the school to come out and cheer on their school.
That is again on Tuesday night, and you can see the full interview of this on our YouTube, where they go over a lot of the things happening at the fair next week. Opening ceremonies are set for 5 p.m. Sunday, July 26th. There are activities on the grounds Friday and Saturday. That opening ceremony on Sunday is followed by the royalty contest, non-livestock awards, and scholarship recognition. Junior Fair activities follow the apple pie auction, Junior Fair Olympics, and the parade of clubs. Nightly entertainment at the grandstand starts Monday at 7 p.m. with the truck and tractor pull. Tuesday is the school bus derby. Wednesday is fast tracks racing. Thursday is country music night with Jackson Dean and special guest Moose Miller in River Dan. Friday night is autocross, with Saturday night's closing entertainment being the Demolition Derby.
So that's all next week down at the Pike County Fair in Piketon. But the Ross County Fair is not too far away, just a couple of weeks off. And today, contestants for the 2024 Ross County Junior Fair Queen and King contest have been announced. The contest will be at 8 p.m. Sunday, August 4th at the Ross County Fair Grandstand. There are 10 Queen candidates vying for Ross County Fair Queen, and they have 5 King candidates that will be competing this year. Now, if you go to our website, story@littermedia.com, it's got all of the candidates' picture, and right next to it on the right there, it has a little bit of biographical information about each one of them. So some of these faces, as you're looking at them, of course, if you're on the radio listening, you can't see them, but we have each one of the contestants, again, that you can read more about and see about on our website at littermedia.com. Don't forget to come out to Frankfort for the Sunflower Festival that, in fact, when I was leaving town this morning, they were getting set up. And one of the most popular events, I think, in the 20-plus years that they've been doing the Sunflower Festival, I know was a few years back when McGuffey Lane was there in concert. Well, they're back. McGuffey Lane celebrating their 50th anniversary tour, and they will be at the Frankfort Sunflower Festival Saturday night at 8:30. There's food, shopping events, and entertainment all day long Saturday leading up to that big 8:30 concert with McGuffey Lane. Since the inscription of the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks to the UNESCO World Heritage List, Ross-Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau has seen increased interest in visiting the area. Data shows the interest in Chillicothe and Ross County has increased significantly from both domestic and international travelers since the beginning of 2024. Now, the Bureau analyzed traffic on its website and found an overall increase of more than 1,100% in users compared to the same period in 2023. This includes a 977% increase from within the U.S. and remarkable numbers of international users, such as 256,000% increase from Singapore, 3,400% increase from China, a 1,900% increase from Ireland, and an 1,800% increase from France. There are already some international travelers coming out to the ceremonial earthworks. So when you see strangers out there, be friendly, because you just never know who you're talking to out there from around the world.
Tar Hollow State Park Water Days is tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Refreshments will be sold at the event, but make sure to bring a towel and change of clothes because you're probably going to get wet.
Now this, of course, is I believe, at the dam location, and they put this great big tarp.
The what location?
The DAM. And they just shower water down through this, so it becomes kind of like a giant water slide going down the hill. But they have a lot of fun with that. We talked about this, I think, the last couple of years. Don't miss the Ranger Tour at Seip Earthworks this Sunday from 10 to noon. Seip Mountain is located off U.S. Route 50, just east of Bainbridge. The tour is free and open to the public. It's about a 2 to 3 mile long trek on this tour. And keep in mind that there's no restroom facilities at Seip Mountain. Ooh. So I don't know what you need to bring along with you, but
go before.
Just keep that in mind.
The 50th anniversary celebration for Pickaway-Ross Career and Technology Center is coming up on August 24th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This includes a car and bike show. Sign up early to secure your spot and showcase your ride. Click on the link on their Facebook event page. And there's another car and bike show that same day held by Zane Trace Band Boosters from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And again, that's August 24th. That one will be in front of the high school. There's a QR code on this video that you're watching, if you're watching it on YouTube, that you can scan for more information there.
A couple of road report notes. We told you yesterday that the Superload number 14 is heading through southern Ohio this weekend. They've already gone through Waverly this morning, and they'll stop just north of Chillicothe here later today. Probably in the early afternoon they'll be finished for the day, and that's where they'll stay overnight. And then they'll move up into Pickaway and Franklin County on probably Saturday and maybe Sunday. Also, in Highland County, work for a bridge replacement project on State Route 138 between Cope Road and Rowe Road. Traffic's detoured via State Route 28 and 771. So for those of you that say there's nothing to do around our area, we just gave you a bunch of reasons to discount that.
Yes.
Sports is coming up next here on Litter Media Live. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor for more than 4 decades. Of course, you're not thinking so much about keeping your house hot or warm this time of year. You're thinking about keeping it cool. Well, no matter what season, these 3 elements, accurate heating, cooling, and plumbing, they've got the bullseye right there. They've got it taken care of. That's why they're called your trusted comfort advisor. Accurate heating, cooling, and plumbing.
Find a career you love with Pickaway-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Looking at sports, a lot of baseball in the news today. The Chillicothe Paints are now selling Prospect League playoff tickets for a record 13th time and are hosting the Northeast Division Championship game at VA Memorial Stadium Thursday, August the 1st at 7:05. Now, tickets are available now online, or you can purchase them in person at the Paints downtown office or the gift shop at VA Memorials or at the VA Memorial Stadium ticket booth on the game days, including August the 1st. Now, last night, the Paints were out in Illinois against the Pistol Shrimps. They were up 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th when the game was suspended. I've not been able to find why. I'm assuming it was because of rain. Well, they're moving on tonight and tomorrow to play the Clinton Lumberjacks, so I'm assuming this game, since we're near the end of the season, will probably not be made up unless it's absolutely necessary. But I think the last time I checked, the Paints were up by 5 or 6 games. Even though they've clinched the first half division championship, they're way up in the standings for the second. So unless it means something to the Pistol Shrimps playoff possibilities, a good chance that game might not be made up.
The Reds are in Tampa Bay tonight, and the Guardians last night got beat out by the Tigers 3-0. And the Cleveland travels to Philadelphia tonight to play.
Taking on the Phillies. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with this date in history, talking about the FBI in 1908. All ahead on Litter Media Live.
First, we're going to tell you about Litter Quality Propane, online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. Find out more at litterpropane.com.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Our financial lives have never been more complex, and some decisions just can't wait, which is why our K&B Mobility app gives you instant access to the financial tools you need wherever you are. Get a clear picture of all of your accounts, check your daily transactions, receive account alerts, and much more. So no matter where you are or what you are doing, you can make the best decisions for you and your financial goals. Download our Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Going back to
Haynes Total Healthcare Center, Mike.
I'm sorry. I was so anxious about the FBI.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com. Now you can talk about
I got to keep these guys happy. I don't want them hauling me. I don't want them hauling me away. On this date in 1908, the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, is established when U.S. Attorney General Charles Bonaparte orders a group of newly hired federal investigators to report to Chief Examiner Stanley Finch of the Department of Justice. 1 year later, the Office of the Chief Examiner was renamed the Bureau of Investigation, and in 1935, it became the FBI. By March of 1909, just 1 year after it was founded, the force had only 34 agents. Attorney General George Wickersham, Bonaparte's successor, renamed it the Bureau of Investigation. Federal government used the Bureau as a tool to investigate criminals who evaded prosecution by passing over state lines, and within a few years, the number of agents had grown to more than 300. Well, they're now in the thousands of agents. Of course, the FBI, best known for their leader for almost a half century, J. Edgar Hoover.
This Bonaparte guy, was he any relation to Napoleon? Or is that name like Johnson for French people?
Or Smith.
Yeah.
And whatever. No, I doubt. I shouldn't say he wasn't, but I wouldn't count on that.
Interesting.
J. Edgar Hoover. He was a different dude. There was a movie made back in the late 50s starring Jimmy Stewart called The FBI Story. And when Hollywood approached the FBI about making the movie, the FBI was all on board because they felt like it would be, a positive thing for them. But there was only one stipulation. J. Edgar Hoover said, if you're going to do this movie, I want Jimmy Stewart in the lead role. And Jimmy Stewart is the lead character.
That's funny.
Plays Chip Hardesty in the movie, The FBI Story.
Have you ever been to Hoover Dam?
That's in Delaware County. No, you're talking about Hoover Reservoirs in Delaware County. Hoover Dam, you're talking about out in...
Yes.
No, I've never been west of Chicago. Is Chicago farther west or St. Louis?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. I was in St. Louis for 5 hours on a plane. You had to change planes and then head back to Columbus.
You should go see Hoover Dam. It's very impressive.
I've seen a lot of the History Channel features on it. It is, just reading about it is impressive.
Seeing it in a picture is not, it doesn't do it justice. It's like the Grand Canyon. You got to see it in person to really be wowed by it. I drove across the top of it.
Hoover Dam, that is.
Yes.
Did you get past? Well, you're not that far from the Grand Canyon if you're at Hoover Dam, right?
The Hoover Dam's right outside Boulder City, Nevada, which is about half an hour from Las Vegas.
Is that the Colorado River that runs through the dam?
That's the Grand Canyon.
What is the river that?
It's by a lake.
Well, that forms Lake Mead, but there's a river that runs into the lake that creates the lake, right?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Look that up. Yeah. That's going to wrap it up for our weekend, or for the week, going into the weekend. There's a good possibility we might see our old buddy Dan Ramey.
Hopefully.
Who's been out the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, Dan, you're getting a good thumbs-up word today to return to us on Monday. But if not, we'll hold down the ship until Dan can make it back. We do have a special edition with the Ross County Health District about their mobile health clinic on Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. And got to get a hold of the mayor. We missed him in July because of everybody being gone. So we'll, Luke, if you're watching, we'll try to touch base with you. Until that time, Monday, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. For Aaron Glandon and Dan Ramey, this is Mike Smith saying so long from all of us at Litter